Okay. Hi, everyone. This is my first broadcast, and hopefully it goes well. I really don't like being on this side of the camera, but for lack of being able to get out there, this is the avenue I chose to take. Typically, I'm on the other side of the camera doing filming. Some of you may recognize me. I did a lot of work up at the New Hampshire primary. There we go. And so I also have been helping out in Massachusetts and then got called away to help out for the New Hampshire Republican primary recount. So for a while there, I helped out with that. Wonderful man named Albert Howard, running for president, was the one who asked for the recount, and I worked with him, and Bob Schultz from We the People. I had the pleasure of meeting Vicki Cart, who has done the book Hacked, and Bev Harris, who did the movie Hacking Democracy that HBO put out. Some amazing things came out of what my experience in New Hampshire, which unfortunately I became very ill and was unable to get information out about the recount. I did do a radio show on Albert Howard's radio show I did with Bob Dwyer, who is another instrumental part to everything I had been doing. So this is my first time being able to really communicate with people again. And I'm so glad that I have this vehicle to be able to get information out. So the first thing I wanted to get out there is Ron Paul is still in the race. We are still here in Massachusetts. We have a caucus going on April 5th. And I've been scooping up people left and right. And usually what happens is people ask, everywhere I go, I have my Ron Paul pin. And that's when people go, oh, is he still running? Well, why, yes, he is. And then I would proceed to use the media's blatant blackout of him against them. The key part is that people were always asking me first about Ron Paul. So always have your Ron Paul stuff on. People will ask you. And then knowing what I know about the New Hampshire recount and the confidence I gained too of what we know to be fact will always back us up. So when we speak with people, the fact that what we are saying can be backed up by truth can make us more confident to speak out about the truth. So everywhere I go, yak, 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 I talk. And this makes it possible because people are curious and will ask. Then I let them know all the great achievements and have you heard this? When they haven't heard it, I say, well, that's because the media is not showing you. They don't want you to know that. Why? Why do you suppose the media doesn't want you to know that? Well, the media is owned by just a few people that are putting that information out. Those few people are making an awful lot of money off of the war. So they don't want you to hear Ron Paul's message. But the new news is the internet. So I lead people to get their information off of the internet. And where? And I proceed on, depending on their interests, to go on the information. I'm always happy to give people information. And they really are interested. They are open to the information because they're seeing it more. The great irony of it all is the media is what the media is doing it to themselves, and they're making it so much easier for me. And I quite literally, Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks is the greatest place that I've been to. Every time I go in there, I've turned Huckabee people around, Obama people. People are listening from around me, and I can also speak about, I am eyewitness to what goes on with our vote, which is very disturbing. But that's a discussion for another time. All of which is ammunition for us to continue building. And I don't even watch TV anymore because even myself, I'll get discouraged when I watch the TV, and I'm thinking, gosh, such a big battle, and we're never going to win. Turn the TV off. I know for a fact we are getting huge, and more people are listening to us. They are getting it. And I learn all the time from other people. It's just amazing, constantly learning from other people as well. There's a wonderful guy out there. Forgive me, I don't remember his full name. I know there's Danny Downer, and I'm sure a lot of you know him. He's got his own YouTube channel. Wonderful person as far as just explaining how the Federal Reserve works and stuff. So I learned from him and learned how to explain the Federal Reserve so that it's very easily understood to other people, because it is a hard thing to understand. And that's how I approach other people. If they're interested, I'll let them know, yeah, it's a really hard thing to understand. And then I'll proceed. Well, here's something someone taught me. And I'll get into that again later. As I said, this is just my first broadcast, just to say hello. I'm out here, even though I have been unable to. I physically have been unable to get out, which has been not too much fun, because I enjoy getting out there and talking to people. But let me tell you, in the hospital, the person next to me, interested, show her documents and everything. They truly are understanding. As long as we can communicate, we're not aggressive about it. Just that, again, I say that the media just works so much against themselves by what they're doing. And the truth, I mean, it is the truth. As I say to people, I can't help the facts, but these are the facts. Look them up on the internet. The media isn't going to tell you. They can tell you about Paris Hilton, but they're not going to tell you about, like, the Domestic Terrorism Act, 1955, H.R. Bill 1955. One of the scariest bills I've seen out there. Did the TV report on it? No. Does it involve our vehicle? Yes. The internet. Why? Because they know that the internet is what makes us strong. They'd love to attach to it. So immediately after Pelosi rest that bill, after the House overwhelmingly supported it, there was a meeting. Consistently, they will attack that internet one way or another. They'll change the verbiage. They'll change the tactics, which way they're going to go about it. Comcast decided they want to control how the information comes in to us. So there was a meeting after that, and over at Harvard University, from what I understand, and then the FCC went after them. Thank God. Didn't allow them control. I mean, what is this, China? We got to keep the internet free. And if not, we'll find means to get around it. But they, too, will find means to try and take control of it, just as they do our TV channels. Been going on in all of time. Actually, when I was first trying the TV show, I thought I'd do a test run with a book.